This is one of our broad-breasted turkeys, Amelia. They are broad-breasted white. I have a trio of male and 2 females. There's male right there. I figured I'd do a little update and actually talk on YouTube instead of just stupid little cinematic clips of the farm, and actually try to vlog and talk. I already know I'm gonna hate hearing my voice after this, and I have no idea what to say, but I'm gonna do a little bit of explaining on the turkeys. We, last minute, were given these guys. The male turkey, this one right here, I raised him in the house by himself. I got some videos where we took him to go get ice cream and stuff at Dairy Queen and took him camping. There's a video of us taking him camping, and then ended up with the 2 girls that are the same age as him, and they are broad-breasted whites. So there's broad-breasted white, and then there's broad-breasted bronze, which is like the almost black colored ones, and they are bred to produce a lot of meat. They're a meat bird. They're meant to be processed at a certain amount of weeks. These guys are way past due. You can see, excuse me, wearing pajama pants. You can see how big they are, and this one's probably my skinniest turkey. But they are bred to gain weight as fast as possible. So not a good turkey to have as a pet, but these guys have kind of turned into pets since we haven't had time to figure out processing them, and we have plans to move here soon, hopefully. So they're just kind of on hold, and we're just kind of enjoying them for now, but that's a little bit of an update on them. We plan on getting heritage turkeys, which, you know, like blue slate, bourbon red, royal palm, like all those breeds, because they are just much healthier, they live longer, they don't have all the health issues like these guys do. Because my other female turkey has a really bad limp and can't stand up for long, because these turkeys get so fat that it crushes their legs. They just literally, they're just bred to just gain weight, eat. So we plan on getting heritage turkeys. I still want to process turkeys and breed and stuff. That's also another good point I want to bring up, is we physically can't, they cannot breed. These broad-breasted turkeys cannot breed because of the way that they are built and how big they are. They just physically can't. They get artificially inseminated, and so they are good for if you don't want to incubate or breed your own. If you want to easily raise meat turkeys at home, I definitely suggest getting the broad-breasted and just getting a batch of chicks and then raise them till, I think it's like 18 weeks or whatever that most people process them. I'm not sure exactly, but these guys are, I want to say they're like 8 months old maybe, and they are freaking huge. It's kind of an update on the turkeys, and at the moment they're just hanging out. Don't really have plans to process them right quick anytime soon. And sorry to all the viewers who don't like to hear that, but this is an actual homestead channel. We are actually trying to homestead and grow our own meat, and we have plans in the future of doing much more. But so that's kind of an update. So we just love on them and hang out with them for now. They're just kind of hanging out at the moment. But yeah, this is Amelia. We call him Chris Farley or Tommy, and then other girl is all the way over there. But they definitely love snuggles. They're considered like the dogs of the bird world, so they do make good pets, but the reason that these guys don't is they are just very unhealthy. Like, they randomly die from heart attacks, kidney failure, their legs being crushed. Like, there's all kinds of things that will kill these guys off because they're just so unhealthy. So, but yeah, that's a little update. I'm trying to be better about actually talking and vlogging and explaining things, and instead of just random clips of the animals, actually talk more. But There will definitely be more farm vlog videos in the future, but right now it's also kind of embarrassing because our property isn't the best property for what we got going on, so we're just trying to hurry up and get moved so then it'll be easier, have a better setup and an actual barn for all these animals, because I just got a lean-to and then some cheap coops set up, but yeah. This guy's, I don't have to worry about him. He's pretty gentle. He was hand raised in the house. Like, he even slept in bed with me and ran around the house for months. So he's like a dog. We call him Chris Farley or Tommy Boy. Oh yeah. Here's my other female turkey hen, Abigail. This one's the favorite. She is probably the funniest one and loves to snuggle. She'll lay in your lap all day long. What you guys doing? Yeah, you're the favorite, huh? You're just a sweet girl. Yeah. This is the turkey's coop. They hardly ever use it. I pretty much have them just hanging out in the yard 24/7. Sometimes thank you for that. Sometimes I lock them in there at night just because it's easier just to make sure that they're in one spot, but it's actually better for them to roam around, especially in the winter, because then they can circulate and stay warm. So I prefer to just leave them out, and haven't had any issues of predators or anything, so they just kind of hang out and have this whole backyard to themselves. This is my piebald India blue Peacock Atlas, and then his girlfriend Ophelia back there, she's a piebald India blue as well. He's about 10 plus years old and she's not even a year old. The peacocks don't start laying eggs, or peahens don't start laying eggs until they're about 2 years old, so it'll be a while before she lays, but that is the plan in the future, is to breed those two. So I want to make her a mama, and I would love to hand raise the peafowl or pea chicks in the house. So that's the plan with those guys, but want to move and get things settled down, and that's a little further in the future. But that's Ophelia. My husband bought her for me, and then the male I was given, it was my husband's great-grandmother's or great-grandfather's peacock. This one, Amelia, loves to bully me. She comes up and pecks me all the time. Yeah. So rude. She's like, I don't care. This morning they're too fat to get up on the porch, and they have a hard time doing anything like that, like walking up steps. I mean, shoot, even just walking over the cinder blocks they can hardly do because they're so big. And this morning I found this one. I'll insert a clip. She decided to say good morning and that she was ready for breakfast and was hanging out on the front porch. Or I mean the back porch. But usually they just stay in the yard. They usually have a hard time getting over obstacles because they're so big, huh? Yeah. What are you doing, Tommy? He says, I'm trying to mate, but I'm so fat. Huh. He says, I'm trying. Yeah, keep on trying. You've been trying for months and you can't do it, huh? No one believes me that you guys can't mate naturally. Look it up, people. ChatGPT is a thing now. They cannot mate naturally. She's like, what the heckin'? Oh, such a handsome boy. I'll have to do a separate video talking more about the peacocks. This video I want to keep focused on the turkeys, but these guys always steal the show. And you can see why. They're just such beautiful birds. I could just watch them all day. That's Cedra. This is called a snood. I call them snoodles. Boys and girls have them. Only the boys get long like this, but that's what it looks like. It shrinks up. So it's pretty funny seeing them shrink and move. Even the females, tiny little snoods will lift up and move. And his head changes color. It'll go from like pale to blue to red, even sometimes a little bit purple. Usually when it's red and blue like this, that just means he's happy and he's showing off. And then when they're more red, I think is when they're more irritated, and pale blue is when they're more calm feeling, I guess. So they called them mood rings of fowls. And then there's her little tiny snood. Little itty bitty one. Her sister's is even smaller. Yeah, see, pecking me, being mean. You're a hot mess. Your chest is naked. They don't know how to perch, so they just lay on the ground, which is why I'm assuming that he's missing feathers. And they will be missing feathers on their chest. Is pretty common with them because they get so fat so fast. So, he's a bald boy. Oh, and then that's his beard. They grow, I want to say it's like an inch every year, so should get longer. The girls have little ones, but they won't get as long. Hey, don't peck my phone. That's their like barking sound. They usually make that sound when they're happy most of the time. I love it. You gonna puff up? You gonna show off? I really want to get a video of him dancing. He doesn't do it very often, but he does a little dance. Oh yeah, I should get a video of me burping him because they suck in air to puff up like this and you can burp them.